What's up, everyone? It's Thursday, March 21st, 2019. It's been a minute since I made a video. I'm not going to stop making my videos or praying or anything that I'm doing. But today I had kind of a rough day. I was okay till I got to work, and it's just how it is when I go to work. I don't usually have a good attitude in my inside. I don't feel like I want to be there. I don't enjoy it. So, there's just been like a lot of the stuff going on at work, and it's just a continual thing that we're constantly fighting with, and it never gets solved. And, I was just letting that affect me, letting me have a bad attitude, a negative attitude. I didn't want to talk to anybody, and I wasn't mad at any one person. I was just not having one of those days where I was feeling very friendly. So I pretty much complained a good chunk of the day. Did not act accordingly the way I feel that I should be acting for what I'm trying to represent. So, when you get into being, especially a newer Christian, you'll have good days and bad days. You will be attacked more than not, just to see how strong you are, to see how quick you're going to fall, give in, give up. Usually it doesn't take too much to get us down and out, especially if we've already come from a pretty not good situation. So, I struggle. I struggle every day. More days than not is a struggle. And that's fine. It's okay, because at the end of the day, I know what's right and what's wrong, what I should be and shouldn't be doing. It's all clear to me. So, I don't try to get too upset about it. And the way prayer works, and the way you can, it says in the Bible that if you say something in the name of Jesus, it shall happen. If you say for this mountain to move in Jesus' name, that mountain shall move. So I was feeling kind of bitter today, and I never pray for anybody for any reason other than because, I'm praying for them. Not doing it for any brownie points with God. I'm not, I genuinely want to help people. I've spread so much chaos and mess in my life that I'm trying to clean that up a little bit. I want to do what's right. I want to do what makes me feel good, and that's what makes me feel good, is doing what's right. So when I have bad days, I don't like the fact that I let myself be that way all day. And I should know, just like any other kind of training, I consider this training. And I forget my training quite a bit. And that's why you don't give in or give up, because you just get back up and try again. You just never quit trying. So, like I said, I don't know how these things all work, but Harley and I were on our way home from work at 3 a.m. and we came up behind a Mack truck on the highway, and it's swerving all over the place. And we were only on that road for a mile and a half, 2 miles till we get off. And the guy's really swerving. So I didn't even want to pass him because how bad he was swerving. I just stayed back, and Harley's saying about how bad he's swerving, and I see it. And then right before I get off the exit, I say to myself, or, I pray to myself under my breath. Harley didn't hear me, but I said, and then, pull over. Hey, driver, pull over for your safety in the name of Jesus. And when I said Jesus, his blinker went on. Now, you can chalk that up to coincidence, and that may be so if it only happened on a very, very rare occasion. That would make it a coincidence. This doesn't happen on a rare occasion. This happens quite a bit. Way more than I ever experienced ever before in my life. Now, I was only trying to say that purely for that guy's safety, for no enjoyment of my own. Did I want to command that guy to do anything because I commanded him? I didn't command him. I just prayed for him to do it in the name of Jesus. I just worded it that way because it's the way he worded it. It's worded in the Bible that you command. So I commanded for this guy's safety for him to pull over. Sure enough, he did, and I started freaking out. Like it just shot lightning bolts all through me. My adrenaline was running. Instant smile. There's no rush in the world that can compete with that feeling. That feeling of being so close to God, to know his power, to know his authority, to feel it in your bones. It courses through your veins when you're, doing what you're supposed to be doing, praying, praying for other people too, not just yourself. I've been a very selfish person for the bigger chunk of my life. To where I only cared about what I needed or what soothed me. And it wasn't because I felt like I was worth more than somebody. I didn't feel like I was worth anything at all. So I never even felt like I was good enough to pray for myself or for anybody because I didn't feel like I was enough of a human. I was valued enough as a human. Like my prayers were valued enough because I just wasn't good enough. I just didn't think I had it in me. So if you have any doubts or you think this isn't for you or it couldn't happen to you, just like I don't feel like I would hit the lottery tomorrow. Sure enough, I'm pretty sure I won't. But this is not one of those things that you want to make sure on without trying to find out the right way, the real way. Guys, I've been in drug addiction and sex addiction, and I even had a minute with gambling, and there's a slew of other things that I've been through, and whether it was something I was doing or something somebody else was doing, I've been there and done it enough. I haven't seen everything, I've seen quite enough. So I promise you, when I tell you that this is real and that God is real and that prayer is real and that prayer works, believe me, I'm probably the last person you would expect to be standing up here telling you this. And I tell you this is because once you get in it, you can't deny it. When God shows you his real self, when he validates it in yourself, like in yourself, in your spirit, when you're validated that God is real and you know without a shadow of a doubt, the things that start happening in your life are nothing short of amazing, mind-blowing. It makes me almost drop to my knees and just cry in joy, not in shame, but in joy. It's the best thing that's ever happened to me, and it will be the best thing that's ever happened to you. This world is finite. It ends. It doesn't last. It's going to be over. There is only one true eternal thing other than our souls, but I mean like Jesus, God, the Holy Trinity. That's the only thing that's real in this world that matters when you die. There's nothing else in this world that matters. Nothing. Except for like God and the relationship that you have with him and Jesus Christ and what you do with that life with him. But nothing else matters outside of that. And I am just trying to be here to be a living example, because a good chunk of you people out there know where I came from, who I was, and what I was about, and who I am now, and what I'm about now. It's nothing short of a miracle. It's night and day different. I am definitely not Brent Miller that everybody used to know. I am the happy Brent Miller that has something to look forward to, that has God in his life and is happy. I'm not perfect. I haven't cut everything out of my life that I probably should have. And we're not going to get it right. We're not going to get it perfect, but we can get it pretty close. And I mean right by being perfect. Nobody's going to be perfect, but you can do this. If I'm doing it, I swear you can do it. And people make it sound like you have to put all this great effort and emphasis on it. I do because that's what I want to do. That's who I want to be. That's what I want to stand for. That's what I want everybody to know that I stand for. But you don't have to do this. You don't have to be any certain thing that you have in your mind that a Christian is. Because just like that, I am breaking all those stereotypes too. I am not your typical Christian, and there's nothing wrong with it. I'm not saying there is. And for the most part, that's what most people will be, is just the Christians that go to church, that love God, that love their family, and do the right things. And that's all they really need to do in their life, and that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that whatsoever. But there is also a calling on a lot of your lives, and you all know it. You know it. You just have to answer it. You know who it is. You just have to answer it. For those people that do, there's a job, and you have a warrior spirit within you that you were probably born with, because you just don't get it, I don't think. And I had a warrior spirit that I had to fight every Billy badass that came around. I had to fight them just so I could prove otherwise. You don't have to prove anything in this. There's nothing to prove. All you do is just be you, love God. But for those with the warrior spirit, it's like you want to prove something, but you don't need to. And that's what gets interesting, is because now you have a real purpose. My warrior purpose, what I thought it wasn't what it was. So it was fruitless and stupid. But now that I have a direction for my spirit, I want to go fight all the evil and injustice in this world. That's who I want to be and what I want to stand for. And that's why I do the videos and say the things I say and do the things I do and put myself out there to get made fun of, to lose a lot of friends and be criticized by some of your closer people in your life, and it really throws people for a loop when you get involved with this, and that's how I know it's real. If this was nothing, then it wouldn't have the effect on people that it does. So this was a short one, guys. I don't want to get off into preaching or anything. I just wanted to tell you that every time I think something negative, God smacks me in the face and puts me in the right direction. And if you want that, all you have to do is ask, and it'll be yours. I promise you won't regret it. I love you guys. If you have a prayer request, you know how to hit me up. I'll be praying for you.